Good morning. My name is Daniel Rousseau. I'm the functional lead for Nedbank Agriculture, and we're at Nampo Cape 2022. It is a privilege this morning to talk to Shelley Fuller from WWF, or the Worldwide Fund for Nature. Shelley, welcome, and thank you for making time to talk to us this morning.
Thank you, Danielle.
Shelley, Nedbank and WWF has been long-time partners. I think with close to 30 years, through the Nedbank Green Trust. Just from your point of view, the importance of partnerships and the work that you're currently doing within WWF. Thank you.
Yeah, Danielle, it's incredible to have a long-standing partner like Nedbank. Obviously, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in our country to conserve nature and to work in harmony with various businesses, particularly in the agricultural space. So to have a banking partner like Nedbank who really sees what can be done and helps to work with us to see where the strategic levels are to work. So through the strategic water source areas, working with the farmers, incentivizing best practice. It's been a wonderful journey with Nedbank.
Nedbank has been involved with WWF, I think, since 2012. Especially in the agri sector, and also involved through the Nedbank Green Wine Awards.
Yes.
During this journey, let's talk about the last 10 years. Have you seen an increase in awareness, especially firstly from the farming community towards more sustainable farming practices, conservation of natural resources, and then also perhaps on the consumer side?
Yeah.
Also increased awareness and putting pressure on farmers to do the right thing.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's been very interesting. Originally, obviously, we trying to shift the practices to being more sustainable. But in the last few years, kind of the regenerative agricultural trend, so in other words, restoring the soil, restoring the land has been the trend that we're seeing, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then also that's driven by the conscious consumer. So those that want to know how is this product made, what happens through the vineyards before the grapes get crushed and made into wine. And in our Conservation Champions program, which Nedbank has been supporting, there's been an upward trend of interest of farms wanting to join to see the value of partnering with WWF, and also the consumers recognizing the labels on the wine that say that they're sustainably produced. So it's wonderful to be working in this space now. Obviously, there's continual pressures.
Yeah.
There's just a lot that we still need to do, but with partners like Nedbank, we're on the right journey.
Interesting talking about partners over the course of the last 3 years, as a group, including WWF, engaging with different partners such as Green Pop, that we also with us as a partner at Nampo Cape.
Yes.
Just tell us a bit more about the work, especially on that side around reforestation and also foraging.
Yeah.
That's also so important.
Absolutely.
For bees, as an example.
Yeah, no, it's a great new partnership that's going to grow, I think. So essentially, it's about replanting back with indigenous trees in areas that have been degraded, either from agriculture or from invasive alien plants. So where Green Pop comes in is to really know how to do that in a way that makes those forests last longer. And we're trying to bring in a little bit of the alternative species for foraging, planting those hives in there and trying to basically, restore nature's services. And where we'd like to see this grow as well is with some of the farms getting involved as stewards of the land. Because it's ultimately, pollination is essential for agriculture. And the honeybees need more forage. So if the farming community can be part of that restoration process, then there's mutual benefit for everybody.
But you also see opportunity and potential, not just for the farming community, but also within the industries itself, such as the fruit industry.
Yes, of course.
Coming to the party in terms of partnerships.
Yes, yeah, so absolutely. Specifically, we're working now with the deciduous fruit industry, but pollination services across all of the agricultural crops is really important. And we've seen some starting points of partnerships with agri-businesses that are keen to be part of this restoration and to see how their farms and their supply chains can also have some incentive to return nature into their farming and to also get recognition, because a lot of the farms already have wonderful natural areas that are part of this cycle of ecosystem services. So how can they get recognition for that in the market, as we were saying, where there's these conscious consumers?
And ultimately, the consumer is also involved.
Yes.
In this journey. It might be indirect. I think we've been talking about the Nedbank Green Trust. The partnership over the last 31 years. I think where Nedbank clients contributed more than 300 million.
Incredible.
Just through their transactions. I think, I'm talking under correction, I think it's around about 200 projects.
Yeah.
And that was done over the course of this, towards conservation.
Incredible.
So joining green in terms of Nedbank, WWF, you indirectly make a contribution, towards a more sustainable future.
Yeah, and I think not everybody realizes that.
Yeah.
I mean, 300 million rands worth going back into conservation.
Yeah.
And these projects are also, they're not fly-by-nights. Green Trust is really trying to drive catalytic, innovative projects that are long-standing in the area, and so it's incredible to see over just a relatively short period of time how much change this partnership has affected.
It's all about partnerships.
It
So
is.
Shelley, thank you for making time to talk to us this morning.
Thank you,
I must
Danielle.
say it's a privilege from Nedbank Agriculture, to be involved with WWF. You might think, we're a bank and we're supposed to do banking, but there's so much more that can be done and needs to be done. And it is a real privilege to partner with you towards this journey of sustainability and conservation. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Thanks,
Thank
Ned.
you.